Hello, it's Ruby, and today I have got my second exam of exam season. Today I am going to be vlogging my second exam. This is my criticisms exam and it's currently around 6:30. So when I woke up, I was actually originally going to go outside and get some exercise, but I've actually decided that I'm not really in the mood to do that and I'd rather do that later as a break when I'm studying, because it is really cold. So instead I'm going to go on a short walk and then I'm going to get myself a really nice porridge for breakfast.
So first of all, I got Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban from my bookshelf because I actually like to read Harry Potter in the morning of exams. It gets me in a really good mindset. And then I went on a short walk and also got myself a delicious porridge and iced matcha latte, which I took up to my desk.
This candle smells like Christmas.
I like to set up my study space so it's really cozy and it can get me into a good mindset. And since the exam didn't start until 9 AM, I decided to write a letter in the meantime. So this one was to my friend Izzy. I do really enjoy writing letters. I think it's a really great thing to do, especially at the moment. And I also sealed this one with sealing wax. So then I went and filled up my water bottle, which is really important when you're doing an exam or studying for long periods of time because hydration is so important. And then whilst I was waiting for my exam to start and for the questions to become available, I just made sure I had paper, pens, everything I would need on my desk. And I just went through one of the core readings again, which I thought I might use in the exam. And this was more to jog my memory than anything.
Okay, it's 9 AM and I'm going to click on to see the exam paper. Okay, I found it and it's 9:04. I'm eating into precious time.
So I got started on just reading through the questions. Then I made mind maps for 2 of the questions because I wasn't sure which question I wanted to do. So here I basically just bullet point all of these ideas for a possible thesis and I make it really detailed.
I always find one of the hardest things about exams is deciding which question to do because there are always so many which would be fun. So I've planned out 2. One of these is on bodies, like the body, which I really did enjoy studying, and then the other one is on the neurological brain and psychoanalysis, and those 2 are my favourite topics, and there's like a cool essay I could write for both of them, so I'm not sure which one to write, but I think I'm gonna go with psychoanalysis and the brain, even though I've done more extra reading on the body. I feel like my answer to the question is like more direct with the psychoanalysis one, so I'm gonna do that one, even though it's a shame and I would like to do both. But this one is only 1 essay and it's only a 1,500 word essay, so it's not very long. So the first thing I do when I am taking an exam is make a mind map plan to see which question I want to do. So when I've done my mind map plan, the next thing is I basically like brainstormed all of these thesis ideas and some of my own thoughts, just trying to think originally and creatively about the topic, and I will just go ahead and write a thesis statement first, which is a really rough cut. I will definitely come back and rewrite this at the end, but it just helps me get into the mindset of like writing for an essay, so I like to do that first. And then after that I go through and I just kind of bullet point my paragraph, so I'll write the whole essay in bullet point with no pressure for it to be good. I find this really useful because it takes the pressure right off writing something really good. So my focus is just on getting ideas down and thinking and following a train of thought. The next thing I'm doing here is just making a list of my key texts that I'm going to be looking at. These are the 3 set texts I'm going to be looking at. We have to look at 2 or more.
So by this point I had actually written half of the essay plan. I just didn't show me actually doing that.
Okay, so next I'm going to go through my essay plan in more detail and go through all these bullet points and just make highlights, like comment highlights of places where I can actually mention the set texts, because that has to be the focus of the essay and I don't want to accidentally not mention them enough and then get penalised for that. So I'm going to go through now and make sure that it's in each of my paragraphs. Okay, I have now completely finished my essay plan, which is great, and it's currently 11 o'clock, so I'm going to go downstairs and I'm going to get myself a snack, and then I'm going to come back and write the essay.
So I got myself a matcha and banana smoothie, which was really, really delicious. And then I got started on actually writing the essay. Here we go, more writing of essays. These are such repetitive clips.
It's now 1:30. I've just taken about 30 minutes off for lunch just to reset. Now, right before I left for lunch, I made a mini to-do list of just the next 2 things I want to do on this essay, because sometimes when you leave a task and come back to it, it's really hard to get back into that sense of flow and that mindset that you were in right before when you left it. And so I like to just write down a few quick notes of what I was planning on doing next, which is what I've done here. Basically now I'm going to be going through some notes from the core text reading that I need to reference in this essay.
Oh, and I had 2 biscuits because I was still quite hungry after lunch, but this filled me up.
Okay, it's 3:07 and I've just finished my first draft of it. I'm not entirely happy with it, I've got to say. I don't think I like my introduction, like my first 3 paragraphs. I think it will be squeezed into 1, but it is under the word count, which is great. It's still being graded like normal exams, but I do want to make it as good as I can make it. I'm just not sure if I like it yet. Okay, it's now what time? I think it's 4:30 maybe? Yeah, okay, so it's 4:30 at the moment. My family and I just went out for a really quick bike ride. That's just because I was feeling really foggy-headed from sitting down for so long, and I wanted to just get some light exercise, but not something that would take too long. So we just went on a quick bike ride to clear my head, and now as you can see I am wearing sports stuff instead. I'm going to get back on with the work. In the same way as when I had lunch, I have written a mini to-do list of things that when I left my desk, knew that I needed to do next. So I finished the essay now. I'm just going through it and I'm really not so happy with it yet. I really hope I will be soon. I'm hoping that I'm going to be finished I'm aiming to be finished by about 7, which is in 2.5 hours. So realistically, I think I can do that.
I found myself working really, really well after that bike ride, so I'm so glad I took an hour out to go on a bike ride.
It's 6:30 and I am nearly there with the essay. I can't believe that I've been sat down for 2 hours doing that. It feels like I just got back from the bike ride. I've just been so absorbed in this essay. I'm actually finding it really good fun. It's a good essay topic. So I think I'm gonna go on a walk with my mum and sister now. We're gonna leave in 15 minutes and I've just got a few last bits where I want to refer to my notes. So I'm just going to go through and fill in a few gaps, because whenever I write essays I leave like X's where I know that there's a fact or a quote or a person I want to reference, but I just can't remember it off the top of my head. Obviously in an exam I won't do that. If I can't remember them I just won't put them in, but because I have the option to do that for this essay, I just leave little X's through all of my coursework and then I go back to them at the end. So I've got 3 things I need to find in my notes, and after that I am done. But I will do a final check, of course.
So here I was just making the last few edits, doing the last few bits of research and referring back to my notes, and then I was done, which I was really happy about. So then we went on a lovely evening dog walk. It was such a beautiful day, and I actually had 3 letters to post. And Martha actually was on her skateboard and getting Lola to pull her along, which was really quite funny and very cute. So when I got back, I got my gymnastics mat out.
We got back from our dog walk, which was really nice. So I was going to do a workout this morning, as I said, but I decided not to. I'm just going to do a really quick 10-minute ab workout and maybe practice a few gymnastic skills because we're eating dinner at 8. So this is my ankle brace. I'm going to do an ab workout and maybe just practice some gymnastic skills and do a little bit of stretching. I have just gone running and walking and cycling and things, so I don't think I need to warm up as much as I usually do in the morning. Okay, I really didn't film any of my workout. I've only got crunches left, so I thought I would film that just so you can see. There we go, ab workout done, and I'm just going to do some nice gentle gymnastics.
I love doing gymnastics. It's one of my favourite things to do.
Okay, it's 9:30, so I decided to read my essay aloud to my mum just for clarity's sake and to make sure it's clear and that it makes sense and things, and I think I'm ready to go with it. So I'm going to submit it now and then I'll come back tomorrow morning to check it to make sure I'm totally happy with it. Okay, it's 10:30 and I have just submitted my essay. Actually, I submitted it twice because I did it once and then I realised that I hadn't put one of the page numbers in for something, so I went back and reformatted and resubmitted it. I also ended up doing citations. I'm pretty sure we were told we didn't have to do them, but I got scared last minute and so I decided to just do them anyway. I realised I completely forgot to end the vlog, and so I'm doing it the next day. Everything's submitted, the deadline's passed. So I hope that you enjoyed watching this exam vlog and I hope that you have a productive week.